Most guys try to power through anxiety, and then it usually backfires. My name's Tim Winnicky. I'm a licensed clinician with nearly 10 years of experience helping men, veterans, and first responders. And today I'm going to share with you the 3 basic tools I start almost every patient with when they come in with anxiety. So first, let's define anxiety. Anxiety is not stress. Anxiety is not worry. Anxiety is not fear. All of those are healthy emotions to have that are trying to get you to do different things. Worry wants a plan. Stress wants motion. Let's get up and go do something. And fear wants an immediate action response. Anxiety is the freeze function. Anxiety wants you sitting still, looking for the perfect opportunity to avoid the things you're concerned for. And I hate to tell you, there's no such thing as the perfect opportunity for most of the things that we're stuck on. So we're going to break it down into 3 different kinds of tool sets. We've got the way we think, the way we emotionally feel, and what we do with our body and behaviors. So the first one is how we think. I like the rule of 3. Anxiety is a thinking person's problem. The more thoughtful you are, the more you can predict all the different things that can happen, the easier it is to fall into anxiety because you have endless runs of ways things can go wrong. So with the rule of 3, what we're looking for is, have you had the same thought go through your head and notice 3 times? Because if you notice 3 times, it's probably gone through a bunch more than that. And most people, when they're smart and they're trying to work on something hard, you can have the same thought. Twice probably, where you're like, come up with the same thing to come against the problem again. That 3rd time though, it's usually going to mean that you're stuck. That you're just kind of stuck in a mental loop and you're grinding on this thing that you're not going to find a solution to in the next 5 minutes. So what we want to do then is we want to give your mind a chance to do something different by changing whatever it is you're doing. So if it's 2 a.m. and you wake up with anxiety and you get stuck like that, get up, go get a glass of water, go read a boring magazine. Don't do anything with screens if you can if it's night, but just do something different. Move the behavior. If you're at work, get up from the desk, go take a lap. If you're at home and you're working on a paper and you're frozen, get up from the computer, go have a sandwich, come back. Just change the behavior and it's going to give your mind a chance to break that cycle that it's stuck in. So that's 1, the rule of 3. The next one, we want to do the emotion. And the emotional response to identify is, what am I feeling? Anxiety doesn't like being called out. Anxiety really wants you to sit still, and it's willing to hurt you to get you to do that. It just wants no motion and it wants a freeze. But once you know that, and you know that's where you're at, you know that doesn't work. And you know the pain isn't serving a purpose. So the first thing we want to do is, are you worried? Are you stressed? Or are you fearful? And the way to figure those out is like we talked about before. Fear is an immediate response. There's an immediate threat that I need to take immediate action on. There's something happening in front of me. There's a fire, there's a car accident, there's a bear charging me that I got to punch in the face. Whatever it is, it's an immediate response. Okay? So then take the immediate response. Get the hell out of there. Fight the thing you need to fight. Do whatever you need to do, but fear is helping you out and it's giving you the adrenaline you need to take the action. Let's say it's worry. The way you know it's worry and not anxiety is, worry is comforted by a plan. All worry wants is a risk reduction. I just want to know that when we go into this, that we can either take it or avoid it. And so as you plan, as you're like, oh man, I got to tell my boss this thing, and I'm really worried about that. And you come up with a really thoughtful way to tell him, and you pick the time of day where you're like, I'm going to go after lunch because I know he gets hangry in the morning. I'm going to wait for that, and I'm going to come in, and he really likes it when I'm a straight shooter, so I'm just going to tell him. The worry drops. Doesn't go away entirely, but it drops. You feel yourself de-escalate. That's how you know it's worry. And stress is great. Stress is incredibly healthy. It's what gets us up in the morning. It's what gets us to the gym. It's why you remember that thing that your wife wanted you to do. Stress is good. All it wants is to know that we're doing some things today. All right, man, yeah, let's go to work. Let's go to the gym. Let's go do whatever. Let's get on it. Where you know it starts to trip into anxiety is when it gets that overwhelm, where you're thinking about all the things and all the ways it can go wrong, and it's just stacking up on you. So with stress, just needs movement. We're just going to go about our day. We're going to go tackle it. We're going to go attack what we need to attack. We're going to go be awesome. It's going to be great. Fear, immediate reaction, get out of it. Worry, have a good plan. You're comforted. If you go through these 3 processes and you're still feeling like crap, that's anxiety. Now, once it's named, you know that you're just sitting here hurting yourself. And by knowing that, you're going to do something else different to take care of yourself. You're going to do something else to regulate. Because once you know, you're going to get an opportunity. And sometimes that's all it takes. It's just an opportunity to do something different. The last of the 3 is physical. We're going to change the way our body is responding in the moment to the anxiety. And one of the best ways to do that is to fill up a sink with cold water and plunge your face into that cold water, about to here, right? Almost up to your ear. Don't get water in your ear, but just about up to here. And you're going to keep your face in there for a nice, slow 10 count. Don't hyperventilate. Don't stay down there till you feel like you're drowning. Don't suck down a bunch of water and start coughing. Just put your face in the water and hold your breath for a slow count of 10. Sounds silly. Anxiety actually raises your body temperature. It's part of why COVID was so fun in emergency rooms. Everybody was freaked out about whether they were sick or not. They make themselves sick with a low-grade fever, and then they go in, and now they get a low-grade fever. So why the face, though? Your face has some of the most sensitive skin on your body to temperature. And so it also has a big role in helping us regulate our body temperature. So by making our face cold, it encourages us to drop our body temperature back down. It also gives us a bit of a shock. It stops our system. By holding our breath for the count of 10, it resets our breath. It gives us an opportunity to do something else. And sometimes this also just gives you something to do to tend to yourself. And sometimes that's all we need. And I'm doing something to take care of myself. And this is a great way to do that. So if you got anxiety, we got the 3 things. Rule of 3 thoughts: catch a thought going by 3 times, stop, do something else, get up, change the behavior. The emotional tool: go through your emotions. Figure out if it's worry, figure out if it's fear, figure out if it's stress. And if it's any of those, take the action appropriate to the emotion. If it's anxiety, name it and start taking care of yourself. And the last one, that physical response: cold water, face, 10 seconds. Don't stress if these don't work. The reason I pick these is because one of them usually sticks with most guys. I've very rarely ever had a guy come in and all 3 of them work. But just by taking action, just by trying something new, you're going to feel better. And a lot of times you try one of these and it doesn't quite work out, but then you remember something you did before and you try that and you remember that you're good at this, that you can handle things, and you're taking action, which anxiety hates. Anxiety hates action. Take some action. I hope these are helpful. Let me know in the comments which one of them stuck for you. If there's another tool or another question you've got for a therapist on how to help a person, how to help you, leave it in the comments. I'm more than happy to keep making these. Thanks so much for watching. Again, this is Tim with American Masculinity, hoping you have the very best day that you can. Take care.